Alright guys, I'm sending out a quick video on how to troubleshoot this bad boy. I know it's been going down a lot, it's been dropping slides, so I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of everything to check before putting in a ticket. This is usually troubleshooted pretty easily, so we're going to do a rundown of everything we need to be checking. So first of all, we know we have the lift here. We have the dispenser here, our mounting media, and then where the needle needs to go when not in use. So I would say anytime this is not being used continuously, this needle needs to go here so that the mounting media inside of this tube does not get dried up and stuck. So this is to turn off any alarm, so it just finished. I ran a batch of just testing slides. So as you can see, these went through pretty well. With this machine, you do want to take these off and kind of get any air bubbles out that goes into the slides, especially whenever the label's too low. I did 2 different tests. So a couple of things we always need to check if it's dropping slides. One, we need to make sure that this is full enough. This cover glass getting too low can cause issues with this little sucky thingy. Sorry, I don't know the proper terminology, but this little glass sucker tends to kind of have errors when this is too low. So that's always the first thing I check. Another thing I check is make sure this mounting media is full so that it's not having issues dispensing the mounting media. And then another thing I'll do is I'll kind of take this out into its disposing position, I guess that's what it means, or dispensing position. I'll kind of soak it in this xylene for a minute. We always need to make sure the xylene is above the needle, like the tip of the needle. And I'll just make sure that it, is covered. It kind of eases up this mounting media if it is dried up inside. The next thing we'll do, I'll have to put you guys in my pocket, maybe. Let's see. One thing we want to do always when we're starting this is we want to dispense a certain amount of mounting media. So that button is this button. This is to tell it to dispense. So I'm going to press it, and you'll be able to see here that it starts dispensing liquid the more you press. So there you go. I want to see a stream. So this is just a bunch of little dots. That's okay. But preferably if we can get like a clear stream through, that's what we're looking for. So this should be okay. It's not really dispensing too much mounting media at once. And I believe they also adjusted this so it wouldn't put too much on the slide, so there's not excess running over. This is what this is for. We just use this to kind of dispense it out. This goes back in its position on these pistons. Another thing I would check is I would kind of clean off using one of these little thingies. I would kind of clean off the inside of the holders with alcohol here. So the gripper, sometimes these can get saturated with mounting media and it can cause like stickiness where when it drops it onto this, it is not letting go entirely and it makes the slide fall off. So there's a couple things we could do there. Another thing we always want to check when we start is we want to make sure that this lift is in its right position, because if you hit errors out and you don't reset this thing, it's gonna start from the beginning every time. So what I'm going to do is when I put one in, I'm going to hit lift so that it starts at the bottom position again. And yeah, I think that's the steps we can take. If it continues to drop slides over and over and over back to back, that's when a ticket is necessary. One more thing we also always want to check is make sure this has enough xylene inside. And the xylene's not dirty, it's changed out. But yeah, I hope this helps.